welcome to the YouTube channel. Welcome to the email marketing training. It is the second video in the series of videos related to marketing tips and marketing types. And I'm really excited to be sharing this content with you guys today, helping you understand the different types of marketing and the different platforms that you can use to help with your marketing strategies, email marketing strategies as well. The previous video, we discussed search engine optimization and how to use that as a marketing strategy, not just for your website, but also for your social media, and how you can use keywords to attract organic traffic from the social media apps and from your website or to your website in order to attract the right people so that they can find you using keywords. All right. So if you missed that one, definitely check that one out in the playlist. But I'm Sid, and like I said, I'm the head instructor of the Sugar Coin Academy, a business academy for folks in the food and beverage industry. My background is in finance and accounting. I absolutely love helping you guys grow your business, understand how to start and grow profitable baking and sweets businesses. And in today's training, we're going to be talking exclusively about email marketing. Okay, so I'm going to jump right in to the description and the definition of email marketing. Okay. So email marketing involves sending educational or entertaining. Let me go back. Email marketing involves sending educational or entertaining content and promotional messages to people who willingly subscribe to your received messages from you. Okay. The primary goal is to deepen your relationship with the customer or prospect, like a prospective customer, like a potential customer, by sending marketing messages personalized to them. Pushing the idea further, you can also use email marketing to nurture leads with content that moves them along their business journey. All right. So along the buyer's journey. So what all that means is email marketing can be used to inform people of things that they may be looking for, to entertain them, to promote parts of your business, as well as allowing them to move through whatever the buying process is in your business, whether that is from finding you and downloading some free item to learning more about your products and then to eventually buying products. So you know that your buyer is going to have this whole journey walking through with you, the process of discovering you, learning more about your product, and then buying from you, and then eventually buying more from you and providing a review back to you. So there's a whole process along that journey. And you can use email marketing to kind of help foster that relationship. Okay. So what I want you to realize is if you don't have an email list, that is okay, because I guarantee you probably do. If you send invoices of any kind through Square or PayPal or QuickBooks, if you send invoices, then you already have an email list. It just is a little bit unorganized. All right. So what I want you to do, not right now, but maybe over the weekend or on one of your admin days, go through and collect up all the different emails that you have of all the various sources. Now, the one thing to keep in mind is that if you start an email list, and as you put emails into like a MailChimp or a MailerLite, which I will tell you, MailerLite is my preferred vendor of choice when it comes to email marketing services. But if you put all these emails in there, they're going to ask you if people signed up for marketing from you. All right. So the tricky part is, these people who you have their emails, they know that one day or another, you're probably going to email them. Now, mind you, you emailed them at first because you were doing business with them. So some of those emails may end up going cold. However, if you start off by collecting all the emails that you sent, you put them into an email service provider, such as a MailChimp or a MailerLite, and you send out a first email saying, hey, I just would like to thank you for, doing business with me over the years. We're starting an email newsletter. If you would like to continue on in the journey, I'm excited to keep you on the list. Boom, there it is. Generally, most of the email providers, any of their templates, usually at the very bottom, there is an unsubscribe button. That means a person can just decide to leave your list at any time. To me, that's how you start your email list. Instead of saying, hey, if you, in that email, you could have said something like, welcome to my email list. If you don't want to be a part of it, unsubscribe. I honestly wouldn't even mention it that way. I would just say, I welcome you to go along this business journey with me. I will continue to inform you of, the sales that we have going on, any promotions, and then there will be other fun tips that you can use with your family or with planning your wedding or whatever type of content that your customer would find useful. Okay. So I say all of this to say, I know that there's supposed to be an opt-in part, but I more so look at it as they have the option to opt out whenever they want to. And if they don't opt out, that means they actually want to be there. That's how I take it. But I know that in some places, some countries, even they have to opt in and like physically say that they allow marketing emails. But I don't know how much or how likely that is to be prosecuted or pressured or whatever. And even still, I don't think it would be actually a prosecuted thing. It would probably be more so of a fine if you were found to be like a spammer, which I doubt you guys will be, because most of you don't even want to send the first email. So I doubt that you would ever be considered spam unless you're sending multiple emails multiple times a day. And I tell you guys, I get emails from Michael's literally every day. And if I haven't called them spam, then I think that we'll be okay. All right. So I want to also emphasize the fact that if you are doing business on social media, and I know a lot of us do business on social media, and I hear a lot of people say, well, most of my customers are on social media. I get most of my customers from Instagram or from Facebook. The only piece of advice that I can give you with that is that you don't actually own any of that content. So heaven forbid something goes wrong with your Facebook account or your Instagram account. If you don't have those people's contact information, maybe there's, their number, their telephone number, or their email address, then you have nothing. Okay. You don't own those followers. You don't own that content. You don't own any of that, but you can own your email list. You don't own your subscriber list. So I want you to get in the practice of being able to connect with people offline. So you have to come up with a strategy of how you can collect that email information. Now, there's several benefits as to why you would want to use an email collector, such as a MailChimp or a MailerLite. They're going to make it really easy for you to be able to collect people's emails. Both of them actually have places that's called landing pages, or they'll have pop-up functions or other type of ways that you can, like different outlets on their in their program, to where it makes it easier for people to sign up for you. So basically you can have your own little mini website that's through MailChimp or through MailerLite that can collect emails for you. Now, a lot of times people, unless you have like a blog that has a lot of really great content, which you might, but unless you have a blog that has really great content that people want to keep in touch with you and be consistent for, 9 times out of 10, in order to get somebody's email, you have to be offering them something. Okay, so you either got their email because, because they wanted to buy a cake from you or buy cookies or treats or whatever from you. So they gave you an email so that you could send them an invoice, right? Or you collected their email at like a pop-up shop or some type of event because they wanted to keep in touch with you. But when it comes to being online and gathering people's emails, one thing that you can offer them is something for free. So some type of list or guide, right? So some type of access to something, access to an extra discount, or access to free shipping or free delivery. Think through what makes sense with your business as to whether whatever it is you're going to offer them in order to collect their email. And that's actually the fastest way that you can grow your email list, is by offering the potential customer or the customer something for free. Okay. So I know plenty of you have seen, Facebook ads or Instagram ads where they're like, download my free guide, right? Or download my, top 10 list or whatever. You actually can come up with something like that and make it downloadable, and you can load it to like a Dropbox or something, or you can use the techniques that I was talking about in the online order form class that we just had. And that's in the academy. You can use the different strategies within there to kind of offer some type of element of signing up. Like you sign up for the email and you give out something for free. a guide or whatever. And when I say a guide, I mean like a top 5 wedding vendors in Atlanta. Okay. If I am your target audience, I'm giving you guys a great example here. If I am your target audience, let's say you have a wedding cake business in Atlanta, okay, and you want to identify potential brides from Atlanta who are planning weddings who may order a cake from you, then the perfect option that you would offer would be some type of wedding planning guide or wedding vendor guide that I would be interested in because I am planning a wedding. So you build that guide by saying top 5 wedding vendors in Atlanta, okay? And you name yourself number 1. And then the other numbers on there, it doesn't really matter. They can be friends of yours, they cannot be friends of yours, but they're definitely not bakers and treat makers. They are a DJ, they are a venue, they are they are an event planner. There is a bridal shop where they can get a dress. All other vendors that are not bakers, and then you're number 1. Okay, so that's an example of a freebie that you can get, that you can give out to collect potential customers. If you and then you can roll that into, like, if you have a celebration type business, then pick something that would be of interest to moms that are planning celebrations, or dads or parents that are planning celebrations. Okay, so I hope this all is coming together and makes sense. But you don't want your email list to go stagnant, and the way that you do that is by attracting new emails, by giving a freebie. You can also, like I said, do some type of, you can host a giveaway like how you do on social media. You can say, well, for all of the new email subscribers that I get from from this time to this time is going to get a free Mother's Day basket, or a free holiday gift set, or $100 worth of whatever, or a free wedding cake, or something, right? So that won't even require you actually building a sheet that you build in Canva that has like all those 5 vendors. That doesn't even require that. It literally just requires you building out a landing page that you create from MailChimp or MailerLite, which they have templates for. So all these things, even though they may take time to set up, once you invest the time on the front end to set them up, you can really put it on autopilot. You can place ads that send people directly to your email grabber, your email collector. That's what I'm gonna call it. That the advertisement sends people directly to that place. You collect the emails, and then you can also automate the emails that get sent out to them. So that's another thing that I want you guys to consider, is automating your email process, so that you can make connections with people without actually having to do a whole bunch of work. Okay. So one of the things that I like to do when it comes to email automation is, as soon as somebody signs up, then it sends out an email that says, thank you for signing up. Look forward to getting blah number of emails from me on a monthly basis. You will probably hear from me again soon, that type of stuff. But it's the email that is actually open. They've done studies on this. The email that is actually opened the most likely highest percentage open rate is actually the email that is sent out the exact time when the person signs up. There's no other email that has a better open rate than when somebody just subscribes. Okay, so if nothing else, you're missing out on an opportunity if you don't actually have that in an automation process. Now, we will go over that in the Sugar Coin Academy, how to set that up with MailerLite. But otherwise, definitely do your research on MailChimp, or if you want to do MailerLite, if you're not in the academy, although I feel like you should just join the academy so you can see, so that you can see that walkthrough. Because like I said, we spent 2 hours walking through JotForm, and we still have to do a part 2. So yeah, it's really, you really want to take advantage of all the things that they have to offer, such as setting up a landing page, automating the process, building out a freemium, which you can use Canva to build out a freemium. And if you're not familiar with Canva, it is basically a graphic design program that's free out on the internet. You can pay for, for other advanced features within Canva, but for the most part, it's free. And I would use that to build out my free vendor list. And you guys don't spend a ton of time on this free vendor list. Like, take a Saturday, figure out 5 other vendors. Like I said, you, a DJ, a venue, and what else did I say? I didn't say a caterer, but don't really even give them anybody else's food. Oh yeah, a bridal shop and one other fun thing. I don't know, a party planner or something, right? And that's it. I've already given you guys the tips. And then within that, you give like a brief description. You can literally take that description from their about page on their website. You can add them as, this is my top 5 wedding vendors in Atlanta. Matter of fact, I would connect with those vendors and then, see if they will post it out there that they made the top 5 wedding vendors list for Sid's Sweet Treats. And they may even share it out on their page because of flattery, right? So anyway, that's a freemium that you can build for them. You can do it on Canva. I literally have already given you guys the codes, okay? And when I say the codes, that's literally the cheat codes. There it is. Boom. I hope you guys are taking notes. Otherwise, there's going to be a replay, so you can watch it back again, right? Okay. So your list is your own. You don't own your followers or subscribers, so that's why you want to collect your emails. You want to collect your emails as many different places as possible. Like, anytime that you connect with somebody that is a potential customer, you should be the one that's collecting a piece of contact information, whether that is an email list or a phone number. You want to be the active person that collects that information. Don't expect for them to contact you, right? Even though you may give them a business card or they may follow you on social media, don't just leave it there, because if you're leaving it on the customer to come back to you, then you won't be able to follow up. You won't be able to find them later. None of that. Always get their information. That's when you're at vendors events, that's when somebody contacts you on social media, all of that stuff. You want to get their contact information. Okay. Just like put it as a regular practice. Okay. So I talked about using your, the emails that you have collected to do invoicing, using those as the starter point for your email list, and putting those into a MailChimp or a MailerLite. The reason why I want you to use a mailing system, an email marketing system, is because if you send out emails, like let's say you take all the emails you have, and let's say you end up having 50. Okay, let's say you have 50 emails and you want to send out a mass email saying, hey, we're going to have a pop-up shop. If you send out that mass email and you like put them all in in the CC line or in the BCC line of an email from your email account, mind you, the BCC line means blind carbon copy, just so you guys know. And if you put their information in the BCC line, let's say that you had a typo in how you spelled the person's email address, or let's say that email address doesn't exist anymore. What's going to happen is you're going to get this bounce back notification. And if you're sending mass emails from your own email address and not using an email marketing system, you're going to get all these like error messages, and you could potentially still be marked as spam or junk because you're sending it from your personal email. I wouldn't say to send people out individual emails either, because ain't nobody got time for that. Make it as easy as possible for you to where it's like an automated process, and you put it into one place and then send out the emails from the email marketing service. Okay. It's just going to be better for you. Okay. Let's see. Collect your emails. Oh yeah. And then ask people to sign up from a landing page. Oh, also, if you can, and or eventually separate out your email list based on interest, or what the person, based on interest and what the person could, like the products or services that may meet the need of that customer. So if you have done somebody's baby shower, okay, if you did their baby shower cake, then that email address actually would be a good one for potential birthdays later, because they probably had a baby and that baby's going to have a birthday. Okay. and I'm saying use this as you are collecting your emails and you're figuring out, okay, well, I invoiced this person for a bachelorette party. Well, if you invoice them for a bachelorette party, then they may potentially need a wedding cake. Or if you've done their wedding, they may potentially need an anniversary cake. And also people who have anniversaries also have birthdays. So they may potentially be eligible for a birthday cake. If you've been doing somebody's birthday cake for 17 years, or you've been doing their birthday cake since they were 16, guess what? A graduation cake may be down the line. So I'm not saying that you have to go into that type of detail, but it will help you with figuring out what you could potentially provide to them before they even realize they need to ask you for a cake. You send them an email saying, hey, I'm available for graduation cakes, or for Sweet 16, or for whatever. And so that's going to save you time. But I'm only offering this as a solution, especially for those of you who are just now starting to build that email list. Okay. So separate out by interest, by the interest of the market, such as birthday versus anniversary. And then also try to use email automation as much as possible. So by that, I mean, you can set up emails in advance to automatically send out at a certain time frame. So you know that the holidays come out the same time of the year, November 1st. You can set up your holiday email to go out saying happy holidays. I'm not saying that you have to promote any type of sale or any other type of something for them to purchase from you. You can legit just have for no other reason, but I'm sending you a happy holidays email every November 1st. And the email could literally be just like, you change the image every year or something. Those are the type of things that you can set up automatically. When you collect emails and you set up your email collector, that landing page, when you set up that landing page, you can have where people have the option to set up their birthday too. And you can allow their birthday to be something that just automatically sends them like a link to some type of birthday code. And it gives them a birthday card at the beginning of their birth month or something like that. So you can really think through some other ways to automate and provide a personal touch and a personal experience for folks without actually doing a whole bunch of extra work on your part for each individual person. The other thing too that I would highly recommend as you are setting up your email collector, your landing page, is to also include the person's first name so that you can offer personalized responses that includes the person's name whenever you email them out, because that's just a beautiful touch, right? As soon as you get an email with your actual name in it, it kind of makes you feel a little bit better. It doesn't feel like you are getting an email that was sent out to the masses, but that it was actually just sent to you. Okay. And then there's another part of the automation process that you can have a trigger. So for instance, if you send an email that's automated, let's say you have a button within the email, and I know on MailerLite, if they click that button, whether it is a yes or a no, or however they provided the answer to that, that can actually trigger another piece of automation. So like if they respond to, yes, I want to sign up for the giveaway, then that actually can trigger another email that says, welcome to the giveaway. All right. So like I said, I'm going to go over how to set up all these things inside of the Academy within the next couple of weeks. So, collectors, if you're on here, then make sure that you stay tuned inside of the Facebook group. Of course, I'll put an email calendar reminder out there, not email, good Lord, a Facebook invite out there. I will put a Facebook invite out there as soon as we're ready to schedule that class. But it will be along the same lines as the Jot Form class that we did, where we'll literally walk through how to create these things inside of MailerLite. And if you're not a Sugar Queen Academy member, I would definitely recommend becoming a member at least by the end of March, if not the middle of March, because that's probably around the time that we're going to create it. Although you should just go ahead and become a member now so you don't have to figure it about it. So you don't have to worry about forgetting about it, right? All right. So does anybody have any questions around email marketing and the whole process of, why you should have an email collector, starting your email, starting your email group, my opinions on any of the email providers or anything like that. I'll pause for any questions. Elaine said, I would have given more than my email for a free wedding cake. I'm just saying. I feel like that's a good way, especially if let's say if you get like 400 or 500 potential brides in Atlanta or in your market, Dawn, yes, you need to rejoin. Yes, girl. We've got all kinds of good in there now. I mean, we had some good stuff before, but it's kind of more in the how-to and the mainstream. I mainstream my process and all that kind of stuff. So yes, Dawn, we would love to see you back in there. All right. Well, does anybody else have any questions? Well, I hope you guys found this helpful. The next video is going to be about video marketing. Okay. So the next video in this series, so part 3, is going to be about video marketing and how to use video to promote your business on your website, on social media as well. Okay. So the first video, we went through search engine optimization. So go through the playlist and watch that one. This one was just about email marketing. And then the next one will be about video marketing. Okay. In the description box, you will see how you can sign up for reminders, text message reminders, in order to get a text message right before we start on here. It's going to be, and I can tell you guys, but it's also in the description, but you're going to text JOIN YTBELL. So 2 words, join, and then YTBELL to the number 844-559-9580. But like I said, it is in the description box. And you can join that by, texting join YTBELL, and I will send you a text message right before we go live. You'll also get a text message when new videos come out on the channel. And if you joined previously, you don't have to join it again. Once you're in there, you're in there. Okay. All right. Don't forget to hang out with me tomorrow around 12:15 or so over on the Sweet Fest Instagram page. I will be sharing some more content over there as well. Earlier today, we talked about why I'm such a big advocate of collecting your emails because I actually had an incident with Facebook. I'm not going to share it. I'm not going to share it right here. But you have to go over to the Instagram page, over to the Sweet_Fest Instagram page, and hear what happened to me in Facebook and why. I mean, when I tell you guys, you never know what's going to happen to your social media. I was not a violator, but they shut down my page, and I explained all about that. It was a nightmare, and this was at the end of 2019, and that's why I'm now like really beating a drum and have a soapbox about making sure that you collect emails. All right, so if you didn't see that video earlier today, go to my Instagram page and watch it. It's on IGTV. Okay. Yes, Dawn. She said, I remember that. Lord, I know. It was crazy. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. And also, if you're not in the Sweet Success Project on Facebook, definitely join there. I'm considering giving a bonus tip on Friday. Hopefully, if my schedule works out, then I'll be able to do that. But it won't be on here. It'll be in the Sweet Success Project. It's a free group on Facebook, so join up there. All right. If you guys have any questions, make sure to DM me over on Instagram, and I will see you in the next video. All right. Make sure to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and also subscribe so that YouTube knows that this was a legit awesome video. All right. See you guys in the next one. Talk to you later. Bye.